Alright, what's happening, friends? Welcome back. Role-Playing Unlimited Wednesday night. The Allpower, the Fiend Lord Abhadanalia, for a third consecutive week. We thought the I cannot talk tonight. Marijuana affects the memory. The Pit Fiend, the Pit Fiend. We thought that was a notable encounter and possibly the final hurdle to overcome in this dungeon. Such is not the case. We've got this nasty motherfucker here before us, just giving us all kinds of grief. He's not killed anybody. He has damaged us sufficiently. He's inflicted like half a dozen status effects is the big thing. Notably, a couple of our characters are charmed and dominated, but we will cover that further when we get into game, just to recap everybody. But yeah, thank you for joining us here tonight. I am your host, Tragically HP, live from the 100th Meridian, where maybe the exact feeling is on the other side of this feeling. Hope you're all doing well. Hope you had a good Thanksgiving holiday weekend, if not even a great one. We are back after taking a week off. We were technically back last night with Justin's Against the Serpents, and if you've tuned into any of the RoboCop streams from the last week, you've seen me a little bit here and there as I've had the camera going for some of those video game streams. But without further ado, 1 minute early, we are jumping, actually right on the second, jumping into the voice chat. Everybody cover your ears, here we go. Ah! There it is. Ah! Hey, for once I don't think it was god-awfully deafening. I could be mistaken, but I think turning it down to 19% seems to have done the trick.
It was definitely better than other times.
Yeah, it really wasn't that bad.
Well, fantastic. Welcome back, friends. Looks like we are still waiting for Gail.
She told you a couple weeks ago that she had a job to do this week.
Oh, that's right. Well, that was a couple weeks ago, so I do remember her telling me that now that you remind me now. But, wow, we are down another tonight then. Oof. It is Patient that we are missing.
We can be patient.
Let's just see. Otherwise, yep, we've got our goblin. We've got our bugbear. We've got our vampire in spirit. I am playing Lord Soth. Mark, of course, as Newman. Westy joining us again as Reggie. Tony is switching back to Kerr this week. And, let's get that fixed up here.
I am the human that has two ghosts that do nothing other than be annoying.
So that's 3 annoying characters in one, right?
If you ever wanted to see one character argue with himself, Mark does it pretty well. And joining us here for the first time on Wednesday night is Kirk. Welcome to the show, my friend. Hello, hello.
Hello, all.
Good evening, everybody. Hope you're having a good time. Alright, let's get onto the field of play here.
Because this battle is not going to conduct itself. Technically it could, but it would not likely go any way that you want it to. Okay, so we got that. And no sign of Patient in Discord at all. That's a first. So maybe just overslept. I don't know. Sadly, I did not reinforce us up to full. I forgot about Gale, and I did not know about Patient. In any case, we are here on the field of battle. Kirk, your token is right over here, just behind this nice cover of a large boulder off to the north of you. And you are just on the periphery of this aura of spiritual, screaming, cackling monkeys. The rest of the companions are up ahead fighting this six-headed fiend lord. And we will go through a
That's
character...
pretty intense.
Oh yeah. We will go through some character introductions here as each of us take our turn in the sequence. Otherwise, I think we can kick it off. Initiative is still intact from 2 weeks ago. So, Mark, you are at the top. Looks like you are frightened and also potentially charmed or suggested. I think you were charmed.
Yeah, if I remember
I think it
correctly.
was the suggestion that he did to us all.
I thought
Yeah,
he
if I
only
remember-
got you guys. I thought he only got you guys with the charm, so like you regard him as a friend, but you haven't been ordered to go do anything.
Yeah, that's suggestion.
No, he did both. He did a suggestion and a charm.
Right.
Yeah.
The suggestion is affecting the characters that are like way up here in pursuit of our fairy friend. And then the charm was mainly to get some of you off of his back, which seems to have worked on Newman and Reggie right here.
Yeah.
And then likewise, you are frightened from, I believe, his
The other
rechargeable
effects,
effect. Yeah.
Yep.
So yeah, go ahead, Newman. He is a very dear friend of yours. At the same time, you are deathly afraid of him.
I think I'm just gonna go ahead and take a nap. No, you're going to go over there, and you're going to kick his ass! No. To be honest, he kind of scares me. I'm just gonna stay here and do nothing. Oh my god, I swear to God, I'm going to slap you! But you don't have any hands to slap him with. You stay out of this! And that's basically gonna be my turn.
Okay. Womp womp. Let's double check this one right here. There is that, and then it is bolstered by that, so he was able to target multiple creatures with the same charm person. Until you or your companions do anything harmful to it. So as long as he doesn't attack you. There we go. Okay, legendary interrupt between Newman and Gloop's turn. Let's see. Okay. So, Gloop, it is over to you, all the way up here.
Oh, I thought he was doing something.
He
Unless
did.
It's invisible. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So Gloop is one of a trio of goblins that are hiding in a trench coat, so to speak. I mean, he is wearing armor. But Gloop, Gleep, and Aha have been cursed by a witch to maintain the form of one creature during the day. And during long rests, he's allowed to separate, in which the very next day he comes together with one of the other two as the top. Gloop is a fighter, Aha is a rogue, and Gleep is a wizard. And they're currently gazed to hunt down the stupid little fairy thing. So I'm going to go and go capture it. So I'm going to start moving.
Alrighty. Hey, there it is. Katarina
All right.
was right there just a second ago. You could have sworn she was here.
Hey, come back here. I want to introduce you to a friend or so. Double move to get right up to it.
Oh boy.
And because I'm using a double move, I can't do anything else at that point. So that'll be, I hold out my hand in friendship. Come with us. A friend needs you. That will end my turn.
Translated, to quote George Carlin, a friend in need is a pest. Alright, so that is the Gloop's turn, and actually before we do Ricari here, Kirk, actually with my natural 20 there on initiative, should have gone first here to kick this off, so let's go ahead and resolve that before we get any further.
All right. So, how exactly do I arrive on the scene? Because from what I can tell, I'm currently standing outside of a swirling maelstrom of what looks like fireballs.
Spirit monkeys.
Yep, cackling, screaming monkeys.
Okay.
And all of our crews here on the weeknight games are part of the same crew aboard a Star Destroyer. And anytime a character needs to miss a session or a few, or arrives newly to a session, they are part of that same crew, so you may know some of these characters already, depending on any links that you attempt to establish. But at the most basic, people have seen you around on the ship, and vice versa. So it's kind of like, oh yeah, that's that Bugbear Paladin. I've seen him around before. That's that Angelic Vampire guy. And then vice versa. So as it is your turn, go ahead, give us a brief intro of yourself, what these characters would know, and then, in fact, it is a sad state of affairs, but the Maelstrom has actually moved on to you before you can go here. So go ahead, introduce yourself.
Yeah. Kalis is a mark of Shadow Elf. He would mostly be known for almost always keeping his face covered and his hood drawn over his head. He is typically involved in wet work of either the physical or socially manipulative type. So that's what most of the people aboard the ship would know.
Excellent. And as you are starting your turn in the Maelstrom for the first time, roll a Charisma saving throw.
Oh, well, one of my best, so...
Nice. That's rare.
Go Gadget Paladin.
DC 21. Haha, nice. Nice! Okay, you are good. Ignore the Maelstrom for the rest of the combat, pretty much. It's such a distraction, all these spiritual monkeys, that were you to have failed the save, you are at disadvantage on most of your rolls. But once you make it, it's like any fear effect or something of that kin, you're good for 24 hours.
Awesome. So yeah, then in that case, he would have heard the sounds of the fiend somewhere up here to his north, right? Like northeast?
You can see it right over here. Looks like the companions have it surrounded right here at the egress of this little tunnel.
Yes. Sorry, I just lost track of the token. So yeah, seeing the other crew members basically having this fiend surrounded, he would jump into the fray at that point.
Awesome.
And he would go ahead and make a couple of greatsword attacks. And am I considered flanking with this guy right here?
You are.
Okay, cool. Well, then in that case, we'll make them Great Weapon Master attacks. So
Cool.
But I don't think an 8's gonna hit.
What
so...
the hell is that? How do you even roll an 8 at this level?
Well, so
Oh, 'cause the
Great Weapon
-5.
Master, yeah, the -5. However, I do have. Oh, actually, it's adding my modifier wrong. That's why.
Hey.
Sorry, my bad. Let's try this one more time. Okay. That's actually. Well, is that actually
Oh my
correct?
god, dude.
What is it not adding? Oh, it's not adding the +2 from being a +2 magic weapon?
Oh, well, that's gonna make
Oh,
a huge
'cause it's a-
difference. Oh my gosh.
Sorry about this. I thought I had all
Oh,
this
you're
piece
good.
in there right. All right, one last roll if you'll allow.
Give it a go.
All right, cool. Thank you.
For sure. 21. That is close.
And I do actually have, and I don't know if there's a way to program this macro in. We can figure it out later. But I do have Elven Accuracy, so I should actually get to roll a third die and see what that does.
Oh, bitchin'. I wonder if there is a macro to automatically plug that.
But I'll just do this. Yeah, that's not going to be any better. So then, yeah, the 21, if hits, would stand.
Gotcha. 21 falls just a bit shy of its AC of 23.
Okay. And then I will go for a second swing then.
Okay. Also a miss.
Which would be another 19 total. So yeah, also a miss.
Damn
So-
it.
All right. Such is life.
And just a heads up for you between turns here while you're finalizing your character. As one of our tier 3 subscribers, there are a host of benefits that you get. I don't know if you have already gone through those with your Sunday character, but also applies to the Wednesday character as well.
Yeah, I knew about the ability score bumps, that sort of stuff, and
Cool.
those are definitely all factored in to the
Okay.
character sheet already. So.
Did you already select your epic boon?
Oh no, I did not do that. Apparently, I missed that part.
Gotcha. Yeah,
So-
let me know which one you select. I think it's just the ones in the DMG are the only official ones at this point. But yeah, go ahead, select one of those. Let me know what it
Cool,
is,
will do.
and we will go ahead and pass it over to Rikari.
Can I tell that that aura seemed to have moved a bit?
It's hard to tell being stuck in the middle of it, especially with your passive perception. It's more if you're on the exterior of it, you can kind of tell like, oh, it moved into me or it moved away from me. But being in the middle of it, it's kind of hard to tell like where the precise boundaries are.
All right, well, I'll take a swing at where I think he is.
All right.
He wasn't invisible anymore, so was he?
He was not.
Yeah.
But he did just do a legendary interrupt, and the meta does tell us that something is fishy.
Right, and he's done that before.
He's done it once before as well.
That's what you're saying.
So I'm kind of like trying
right.
to observe that.
Right.
I have advantage on that because of the flank.
Yes. That is a hit. Okay.
Hey, patient.
Hey, how's it going?
Got it. Hey, buddy.
I forgot it was this week.
Good deal.
Anything I need to do after hitting him?
That is a wisdom saving throw. Arg. Yeah, looks like you got him good. Ah, damn. -5 will take it just out of reach.
That's fine. It's not him anyway.
Sure. Alright.
And that's it for Sir Ricari, the Bugbear Paladin of Conquest.
Alrighty. And over to Kerr. A little introduction for yourself and taking the space of Padfoot from last session. And then go ahead. He did say he might be having some
Yeah,
Discord.
I think he said he was updating his Discord.
Sure. Yeah, looks like it's still in progress. And he's probably just listening to us through the Twitch. So, slight delay. No worries. Sure, it's going to be hack 'em to schmack 'em. Scoot on over, take a trifecta of flank advantage on this ugly motherfucker.
Would he need a charisma save first? Because he just joined.
Oh, yep, that is correct. He was not here with Kerr the last time around, or the first time. So, yeah, go ahead and roll that charisma save. Womp womp. So, yep, you are at disadvantage. Which I believe Katarina was as well, so we use the hex to represent that. And then, yeah, go ahead with your attacks. They're just at disadvantage. With the flank, it just evens out. Dope! Dope! Wap, 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 wap. Okie dokie. So Veridar will gain his vampiric healing, regeneration, 5 HP, not quite true vampire. Get back to his feet. He is also frightened by the looks of it. Yep, and hexed. So
Yeah,
he's
that was
gonna-
that curse that your attacks apply.
Right. So he's going to take his attacks and then roll the save at the end of the turn. Hopefully do a little better. Oh, that's right. It's Ben's character sheet. It will take a second to open up. There we go. Okay. Still got plenty of key. Well, just about half of them now. So we've spent 5 total. We're definitely going in for a quartet of... There we go. Oh! Ho 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 ho! Charisma save. Oh! Okay, so first attack, thanks to the -2 from the Resurrection Sickness, that is a miss. Second attack is a hit. Third attack is a crit. And fourth attack is a hit, so not bad for being frightened and disadvantaged. And then a wisdom save. Come on, baby. Oh, goodness gracious. He does have an inspiration, so we're going to spend it, get the 21, make the save on the spot for the wisdom save there, and that will dispel the illusion. Crap, I shouldn't have done that. Undo. Damn. Still lost his initiative, though. I think he was next or just after Reggie. Anybody remember for sure?
Or who?
The big bad.
Did we get it lawed, I think?
I
Somebody
I
did,
don't
think,
know.
maybe. Yes. He was... No, he was after Katarina. He was way low.
Oh,
Sloth was after me.
Gotcha. All right then. No harm, no foul. Adjust that. Okay, so Veridar takes his attacks and realizes once again that we are attacking an illusion and calls attention to it, which once such has been done, all of us recognize this space here to be inactive. Don't attack it anymore. The figure is gone, but that begs the question, where exactly is the Fiend Lord? Because he does not appear to be contained anymore inside of this passageway. Reggie, that's over to you.
Okay. Well, the moving of the screen as I'm moving.
I experienced that last night with Justin. I was like,
Yeah.
hey, that's what I've been doing to people.
Yeah. Move over here. Still can't see the fiend. I'm frightened, so I can't move to where I see him.
Right?
Still don't see anything. Where'd he go? I'm also charmed by him, so I'm not going to be swinging this time.
Sure.
Just stand here and look around for my somewhat new friend. And I'll take my 3 hit points of healing.
Woo-woo.
I've already taken all my potions and everything that this character gets, and that'll be my turn.
Alright, Lord Soth from Dragonlance will take his turn.
Oh, and my rage would drop at this point, so
Oh, sure, sure.
not raging anymore.
Okay. And I have to see it, right? Yep. Can't do a command on a invisible target. Show yourself! Damn it. Okie dokie. We're gonna try a perception roll here. Same bonus. Okay. Not too bad on the perception roll, but still a little difficult for him to tell just where the target is. He had to spend his action to do the perception roll against a unknown target. But upon stepping to that space, Lord Soth calls out,
He's round here, somewhere.
and then up to the top. Whoop. Up, 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 up. Whoop, whoop, whoop. All right, we are going to get the hell out of Dodge.
I'm going to grab him as an attack of opportunity.
You don't have an open hand. I can tell you have a sandwich. That's a two-handed.
It's
That's
actually-
a two-handed weapon.
No, it's Chex Mix. It's a one-handed item.
Chex Mix that you have to hold the bowl and a
Oh
spoon.
my.
Don't bullshit me.
It's not. I'm just reaching in and grabbing.
No!
Whatever.
No!
I'm grabbing him.
Totally missed the attack of opportunity at the point.
Oh, holy shit! He got it. Oh man. Well, okay. First
Well,
time
that's
anybody's...
just a hit him, not to actually stop him, though. So
Well, at this point now it's it's an opposed check.
yeah.
Mine was a plus 11. Do I have? I think I do. Yeah, I have a beep boop character sheet. Boop boop.
Ooh.
So that 20's there.
There.
On the wrong side.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
It's like when a
Opposite.
slot machine just doesn't line up quite right.
Yeah.
Everything's there, just not quite right.
It's the opposite of Grant from last night with his 4 natural ones in a row. Oof. Okay. How about now? There we go. Boop, boop. Oh boy. Yikes. Okie dokie. It's trying to fly away, but you've got a hold of it pretty tightly as it is struggling in your grasp. Oh,
Look, I don't want to hurt you. I just want to take you back.
And at this point, Katarina would go, but she
Would
observes.
it have its action to try to move?
It can't move if it's grappled, and it already took its
Or it's-
action to try to break free of the grapple. Because a
Just
grapple
trying
is
to help
not
the fairy.
for sure. Yeah, grapple unfortunately is not an instant opposed check like in 3E. It's the attacker lays it on, and now the defender has to spend their action to get out of it. Oh. I mean, if Don wants to move with it to the west, it's agreeable to that.
No, because then I'd probably take damage from that Gias.
Alrighty. Well, let's try something. And then we will use an action to dash. And this maelstrom moves very quickly right out of the passageway. And Reggie, Soth, Ricari, you can all clearly hear. The Fiend Lord is making no attempts to stealth itself here. And I believe it's at the end of its turn, or is it the start? I mean, if it's at the start, it's kind of a moot point. Either way, it was careful to avoid attacks of opportunity. Let's see. Until the start of his next turn. Okay, so let's just double check. We were over here. And then moved the long way around.
I
all
would
the way
have
up to
attacked him anyways, so it's all good.
Sure. The main thing was trying to stay out of Ricari's reach, because this fucker's already tasted that shit a few times, and Ricari was a little too close to start, because when it initially went invisible, it only moved a short distance away. But that is the Fiend's entire turn. Let's get that there, no. Okay, now we can see its initiative again. And that will send it over to Crumb.
Where's my friend? Crumb
So
will
appears
move
to be
around the
charmed.
corner. Well, not that friend.
Well, yeah, you're charmed. You're not suggested or geased or dominated like others were.
What are you doing with my friend?
Oh boy.
I'm gonna bring him back. That's what we need to do.
No. And I will summon an echo next to Gloop. Sorry.
Kill the goblin.
Let's not kill the goblin.
Let's
Kill
not
the
hand the
goblin.
fairy over.
Yeet the goblin!
And Crumb will do the only thing he really knows how to.
Oh boy.
Yeah,
The
you know how I
one-
feel about this whole PvP shit.
It's not player enacted though, dude. Like the monster is making you guys do it at that
Oh,
point.
understand.
Yeah,
Understand.
At that point.
You're the one who can take heads off in one swing, so.
Right?
Oh god, yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I don't want to though. Okay, I don't want
Sure.
to.
Sure.
I mean, you don't have to. You just take a boatload of psychic damage. It's all good.
I don't want to do that either.
Sorry.
I think he's just
checking
gonna try to
something
cut
here.
your hand off so that the fairy can escape. Pretty sure that's all that's happening.
But I need my hand.
Oh, you can survive with one of them.
Not because I'm a shield user.
Well,
And
now
the
you,
sword.
need a spike shield.
Oh, good grief.
Oh no.
What
No,
if
he
it's his
doesn't.
writing hand, though?
I can't help you there. I mean, that's a good point, but
Okay. Yeah, I just it's the only option.
Like to sound a hot dog first.
ow!
So yeah, swing. And then swing again. Well, that hits.
Well, of course that hits.
Oof! Oh, God.
Let go of my fairy friend. Actually, between each of those attacks, I would give Gloop a moment to consider releasing the fairy. But just a moment.
Bullshit! You just let me open. Blah 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 blah. Blah.
How many of those hits you take just depends on how long you're holding on to the fairy.
Oof. Well, he does not force your break
no,
of the grapple.
Crumb is definitely going to die after this adventure.
Oh boy.
That's it, no matter what,
I mean-
I'm killing that fucker.
I mean, you can, like, isn't it a free action to just release a grapple?
It is. I'm just saying that you didn't
Yeah.
force it. He
Well,
can
no, I
certainly-
didn't force it.
Right.
Well,
Right, but here's
I
here's
rolled
the-
persuasion in Crumb's way, you know?
You know, but here's the other problem with that too. I release it. Oh, great! You broke the gi. You suffer
Yeah.
damage from the gears, so I'm gonna take fucking damage no matter what. All right.
Yeah, well, I don't know what would be the worst situation for you, so, like, I'm not going to take
Right.
away your agency, you know?
Rock, hard place. Me.
But that does only happen once a day, right?
True.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
we
is it
discovered
worse
that last
than-
game. So, top of the next round, over to Kirk.
All right. Well, Kalis, seeing the fiend attempting to escape, will cast Hex on it. Oh, not actually what I intended to do. It's trying to put it on the screen. Let's do that. Hiya. And then I will shoot it with an Eldritch Blast. Actually, 3 of them. Oh, sorry. Should not have had advantage, but so the 14's a miss. Also a miss. Once more with feeling. Even more missing. Oh, nope. That one maybe hits. Does a 27 hit?
Yes, it does. Big money.
The
Awesome.
magic. That's magic, though. Does it do anything?
Oh, that's right. Eldritch Blast. It gets to choose.
Yeah, Kalis hasn't seen this piece yet.
Yep,
so.
yep.
Let's see.
He's a big bad dude.
Yeah, we're gonna ignore that.
Nice. All right, and that will be Kalis's action, bonus action, and so movement will just start moving in closer.
Did
And
you choose your epic boon?
Oh yes, I'm actually gonna do the epic boon of where did it go? I just had it pulled up right here. Irresistible offense.
Ah, okay.
Bypass the damage resistances of any creature.
Alrighty. Okay, so following that, yep, we're gonna do another legendary interrupt that has no obvious effect, so we know what that means. This, let's just check. Okay, sure. 10, 20, 30 feet. Yeah, I mean, this is definitely going to be an advantage on a wisdom save or perception check, because now somehow the Fiend Lord is right at the periphery of the maelstrom here. So, Newman, over to you.
So Newman's just gonna keep freaking just laying down napping while the freaking green ghost is just having a conniption fit, trying to get him to get up and do something.
Oh my gosh.
Newman just figures if my buddy needs me to help him out, then he'll ask me and I'll help him out. Until then, I'm just gonna sit here and do whatever.
Gotcha. This was the effect for the frightened, so you do get another saving throw each round.
Oh, what's my saving throw again?
Should be Wisdom DC 21. Nothing doing. And then same thing for, yep, Westy right there. And then, I guess technically same thing for Veridar, although he's under the effect of the aura as well. Plus 7. Jeez
Would
Louise.
21 make that?
A 21 would make it on the money.
Then we'll go ahead and just use because the inspirations will reset later this week, right?
Correct.
I'll just go ahead and use one of those guys and
All right. No more
not be
frightened. Veridar is also still affected. That's Newman's turn. Okay, so back over to the northernmost section. Gloop versus the Echo and the Fairy.
Well, I can't let go of this fairy because of the stupid geese. That's my weapon hand that's holding this fairy. So all I have is a fucking shield. So I'm going to try to shield bash the Echo.
Oof.
I don't know how you want to run that. 'cause
Well,
there's
you
really
just
no
do
rules
a
for it.
same as you would anything else.
Yeah, I would say just roll an attack. You're proficient in the shield, so you would have your proficiency bonus. And of course, it would just do less damage, but the thing only has 1 hit point, so it's basically if you hit, it winks out.
Would an 18 hit it?
You're one off.
Oh boy.
I get 3 attacks per round, so I'm going to try it again.
Yeah, you need a 19 to hit it.
Good gracious. Hey!
Ooh, okay. Yes, it disappears. I'm gonna shove it in the corner there for now.
Show.
No.
Let me pass.
No.
Dude,
What?
Oh,
You're
wait.
gonna kill an unarmed
Don't-
person because you're a fucking dick?
Don't you move at half speed with while you're dragging somebody? Or
Not if it's that tiny.
oh, okay, yeah.
He's a
Nope.
tiny goblin.
Yeah, he's a tiny goblin, but this is also like a diminutive fairy.
Yeah, I would refuse to let Luke pass.
You
No.
shall not pass!
And that will end my turn.
Well, J-Man, that is back over to you, brother.
Don't worry, you have backup coming, I think.
So I'll, realizing he's done it again, I'm like, shut up, Vetch! You're a coward! You keep running away from us, you piece of shit!
Could speak above a whisper, you'd hear his response in the distance.
So I have to move in a dash, that's all I can do, and I'm like, looking around, sniffing, waving my halberd around like, come on, you little shit!
Ooh, I love it. Fucking badass. Kerr, speaking of badass, over to you. Oh, it's still fucked up. He's gonna move 30. Let's see, that's a 10, a 20, and a 30. Oh, I guess he can still move himself, it's just Discord that's fucked up. Go ahead, roll a perception check with advantage. At a pretty low DC. Yeah, you're almost positive that this one is an illusion, based on where the maelstrom is. If this thing were real, the maelstrom would not be so off-centered from it. And you can hear Ricari a good 25, 30 feet up ahead of you, further down the passage, calling out for the devil. So it seems that he's also registered this thing as phony. This guy's a great big phony!
Hey, he's a phony!
75,000 Beskars, holy crap! Woo! Yeah! Yeah! Holding the action for anybody who comes close. Alright. Veridar will also regenerate another 10. And illusion... Well, he recognizes it to be an illusion, so he can move towards that, because that's not the source of his fear. Of course... Oh, look, there's Ricari. Still no sign of the fucker. He's got to be in here somewhere. I think I will just take a dash action. And just in case the fucker tries to go down this way. Hopefully he already hasn't. And then wisdom saving throw against the fear. Oh, for goodness sake.
Also, if he's within my radius, he's not afraid anyway.
Oh, cool. And that just dispels it. It's not like suppressed. Cool. So he is still.
I'm not sure if it dispels it. It's just when you're in my radius, you cannot have the frightened effect on you. So
Gotcha.
if he leaves it, it might still be there. I don't know.
I would think in 5e it would just remove it entirely. Anti-magic is like one of the few things that actually suppress. So yeah. No longer frightened is how we'll take it. And then, come on, natural 20. Ah, close. Not quite, so Veridar is still affected by the aura. And 1 second before Reggie's turn.
He's not. I don't think he's affected by the aura, wasn't it? Like the actual curse or whatever from the hits that he gives out. That the fiend gives out.
Oh, that's right. That's what that is.
It's whatever that curse is. I
This
forget.
thing.
I don't remember what that curse is. Yeah.
Yes, the horrible images and dreams. No benefits from
Yep.
taking a short or long rest until a removed curse.
Yep. That's the curse thing that you were throwing on people.
Right. Yeah. That makes sense. Okay. We're going to use a legendary interrupt. And take that claw attack, except intentionally, and rolling a die with purpose towards Ricari. Advantage because invisible. Invisibility goes away. Hey, look at that! What a waste! Wap, wap. Look at that, he's right next to you.
Like he invisibly, he's like, ah! It just like, bounces it off my chin when I just look at him like, really? that's the best you got.
A single tear rolls down each of his 6 faces.
Oh, poor baby.
I had every advantage. Oh, plus 10. I rolled double 3s. Okay, Reggie, over to you.
Alrighty.
You want a bottle? A big dirt bottle?
So I assume it's fake.
Oh, there he is. There's your buddy. Lord Soth's the only one that had any rational clue as to where the dude was last round, and now he's farthest away from him.
Why do you keep fighting? I'm just kind of heading out. These walls are weird here. I got 70. I took for this guy the boon of speed, so I got 70 feet of movement, so I assume I can make it that far.
Alrighty.
And just move up there, take me 3 hit points. I'm not going to dash because I don't know that I have a reason to dash right now. So that'll be it.
Okay, here comes Soth. 20, 30. Oh, that's nice. He does not have line of sight. So we're going to have to dash. 15, 20, 25, 30 feet more. Still can't quite get up to him. Damn. Alright, that is Soth's turn. And the fairy is going to try to break free again. So, Dawn, go ahead, roll that athletics. Oh, there it goes. So it breaks free of that. And with its bonus action, it is going to put a mass healing song on both of its friends here who are fighting each other. And it will just call out, and now we're going to try to fly away again.
I know.
Attack of opportunity to try to grab it.
I just healed you.
I can't help it. The fucking DM is a jerk.
So what is that? 15 HP.
Correct.
Yeah.
Unarmed. Okay, we gotta grab and come on, boot, beat, be doot, boot. Oh my God!
If I don't bring him back, I will die.
And
But she's our friend.
struggles to get free again to no avail.
Do I hear them struggling with the fairy way up there?
You do. Yeah, they're only
Okay.
like 30 feet away from you around the corner.
We're also very, very loud.
Yeah, we're
I
not
assume.
being quiet on this entire thing.
All right, so we're gonna provoke.
We're never quiet.
Attack of opportunity there from 2 characters. And at the same time, calling out to Reggie, "Stand aside! I am passing through."
I can't do that to my turn.
So, J-Man, go ahead, get your attack. I will get Veridar's. Soth is sadly just out of range. Son of a bitch. And, hey, hit on the money. I think we've already... Hey! Well, how about that? Wow, is that not rechargeable? That's just any time?
Up to what is
It's
modifier or something?
my channel divinity.
Oh, gotcha. So how many of
One-
those you have?
Yeah, you
What's
don't
the
get
longest?
too many.
Sure, right. Okay. So yeah, 28 minus 5, that will hit on the money. So yeah, let me get that damage. 7, 35, 46, 48 points of fuck off. Okay. And then...
Still running away, you little bitch.
Let's see, that is
Can he
5,
move
10,
through
15, 25, 30. Technically, you count as an ally, so unless you're preventing him from moving, you would count as double terrain just like any other ally.
Okay, fair enough.
Uh,
I guess I'm his friend.
Right? Yeah, technically you can't stand aside to give him the extra 5 feet to
Correct.
get there, but he can pass through you without inhibition. And
Can you,
then...
Oh, sorry, Dan. Can you link the charm thingy again?
Oh, sure.
Yeah, just because I forget, like, the specifics.
Yeah, sure.
Of it.
All
Thanks.
good.
Because I know it's different from, like, a regular charm spell, right?
I think it's the same charm spell. He can just use it to affect more than one person.
And it just lasts longer.
Right. Yeah, his
Thing.
charm lasts for
Oh, okay.
8 hours, I think. Or no.
Okay, thanks. Yeah,
the
that's...
charm person still lasts the 1 hour. The others have extended duration.
Yeah.
Okay. And then... now that it has taken a move... Yep, another action to dash. Ah, here we go.
Oh, hey, buddy. How's it going?
You have done well, my friends. Bring her to me. That is the extent of his turn, so over to Crumb.
You know what? So it says if it fails the saving throw, it is charmed by you until the spell ends, or until you or one of your companions do anything harmful to it.
Correct.
Okay. And that would not be Gloop, right? Because Gloop's
I
not
haven't attacked you.
exactly a companion.
Yes, you did.
Yeah.
Well, Gloop attacked the Echo.
All right.
I don't know.
Mm,
Well, I mean, still, because I'm sure he's not doing it against his will or anything. Like, well, I mean, he is doing it against his will, and like, it's pretty clear.
I would say it's the difference between the Geas and the Dominate, because
Yeah.
Gloop
Okay.
does still have the ability to choose his actions. He's just
Yeah.
choosing not to take the psychic
Yeah,
damage.
Yeah.
If he's
Well, I was
dominated,
more.
then yeah, he's a companion.
Okay. Yeah. That I figured. That just popped into my head. I was asking this.
Sure.
but,
Yeah, good call.
Now I'm curious if. All right. So now, Gloop has the fairy grappled, right?
Once again.
So if I shove Gloop prone, would that break the grapple?
I don't think it will. I think you would have to physically get in there and roll an opposed grapple yourself to try to basically pry him off of her. Is the only way that is the only thing I'm aware of that will actively break a grapple is another attempted grapple.
I mean, you could also do the help action to give the fairy advantage.
Sure. Or just attack the character until they're unconscious. That will, of course, break the grapple as well. But as far as
Don't give him that idea.
keeping them
Well-
active at the same time, I think you have to physically roll a grapple.
That was always an option. John.
Well, you tried it already. Fucker's still standing. He's a tough goblin.
All right. What if I moved him, like forced movement?
The shove action,
Yeah.
I think they both go along.
Okay. All right then.
If it was a
You know-
normal size grapple to medium creatures in that effect, it
Then
might
maybe,
be
okay,
it might be
yeah.
a break, yeah, or a
All right. I am
chance to
trying
break.
here.
Now, here's the thing, though. The command was bring me the fairy and kill anybody that gets in your way. Well, I brought him the fairy. Does that remove the Gaius?
He doesn't have the fairy yet. You still got the fairy.
I brought it to him.
I came to you. I feel like Luke Skywalker in Episode 8. Every word you just said in that sentence is wrong.
All right. All right. So I swing at Gloop.
use an inspiration.
You're the meaning to my
Um,
life.
Friend of the
Yeah, the
month.
inspiration would only add 1 damage. No.
That's a damn shame. 1 damage from
But
a crit.
I will use a bonus action to try and shove him prone.
Bonus action shove with your shield master.
Right.
Oof. Athletics versus. Oh, damn! He ain't shoving me, you
Hey.
little fuck.
Inspiration there.
You big fuck. Oof.
Is that enough to get him down? If that's enough
Yep,
to get
he's
him
dropped.
down, it would be a non-lethal blow, if that's possible.
Sure. Well, in the case of player characters, they go to death save anyway. But yeah, you can definitely make it a non-lethal and just knock them unconscious instead of
Yeah.
killing.
And then, Ah, that was 3 attacks, wasn't it? Shit. Yeah, I was 10 on top of Loop. And,
Well, at that point, when he drops, he splits into 3, and the other 2 start arguing
okay.
and not doing anything.
You little fuck, this is all your fault. Who you call a little fuck, you little fuck? Fuck you, you fuckerhead.
So they're just running around my
But they
ankles.
are not gayest either.
Sure,
So-
sure.
Yeah. All right, and then I will make a stand here. Like, my fairy friend is leaving.
You're not going to turn her over to me, are you?
No.
So be
Why
it.
would I? We're all friends here.
Alright, we're gonna legendary interrupt. And do a serpent bow attack for the first time.
That'll miss.
I thought the armor class was a 19.
Oh, no, that's for the echo.
Oh.
Yeah.
And then I guess the charm is broken now.
Nope. Your damn armor class prevents me from doing anything harmful to you.
What, is it swinging at me?
I would
What?
like to.
It just says anything harmful to it.
That's Kalis,
Think
over to your
straight up
turn.
shooting a bow at me would be like, hey, you're not the friendly acquaintance I thought you were.
Yeah.
All right.
Ah,
so
fair
when,
enough.
So when Kerr ran up, he called out that this one down here was an illusion of some type, right?
Correct. Yeah, we can remove that one from the field of play.
Okay, cool. So in that case, helpful. I got off the measurement tool. So we're gonna move here, and seeing the swirling maelstrom, then we will dash and move another 30 feet. So, 2, 2, 2, 2. Okay. And that puts us right here. And that'll be Kalis's go.
Okie dokie. Okay. Another legendary interrupt. Tell me that hits. Definitely trying to
Oh,
shoot the
miss?
gif.
Oh.
I'll go ahead and impose disadvantage on that. Because then it would miss, right?
Sure. Do you have to see me?
I was going to do it with Beskar Bucks, but I don't want to click the button.
Oh, I
It's
got
not going to be relevant.
Gotcha. Yeah, I mean, Beskar Bucks, that's its own thing, so yeah. Okay, over to Newman then. All the way down here.
Okay, so Newman's gonna go.
Wait, that serpent bow wasn't at me, the last one? Or was that at
It
somebody else?
was.
That was it, you, yeah.
All right,
What,
then.
the crit?
Yeah.
Okay.
Newman's
But I
gonna
miss.
Yeah,
and then
sorry, I
Newman's
ran to
gonna-
the fridge real quick. I didn't see it.
No worries. He used the Beskar disadvantage, so it's a miss.
Oh, sweet, thank you.
So on his way over, Newman's gonna be like, "So why am I following everybody again?" Because, you idiot, if we're the only ones left in this area, what if some monster shows up? At your current stamina, you're not going to last long against some new random monster. Ah, good point. Guess I better heal up then. So then I'm going to use my second wind action to roll the D10 plus my fighter level, which is 12, to heal myself.
Very good. Are you dashing with your action, or are you staying there?
I'm gonna stay there
Okie doke.
because I'm not in because Newman isn't in much of a hurry.
Sure. So, Gloop is just unconscious. He doesn't even have to roll death save, but I would say still roll a d20 because there's the 5% chance you might just get back up.
There's also the 5% chance you roll a 1 and just keel over.
Oh, man! Well, there you go. And then let's try another legendary interrupt. Same as before.
Aha gets Gleep in a headlock as they're trying to figure out who's going to take control after Gloop dies.
How many interrupts you got?
I've got 3, and that is all of them. The invisibility one costs 2, but I haven't done it this round. 3 in a row though, and 23 is Crumb's armor class as well. So
Yeah.
nothing doing. That's over to Rikari.
His arrows are just plinking off my armor.
Right. Yeah, against most other characters in the group, he'd be a little more effective there. Oh boy, he's getting close. There's that motherfucker. Oh boy.
I have to dash to get there because he keeps running away from me. I just kind of get right up in his face and just glare at him like, where do you think you're going?
Yeah, you do catch a bit of a glimpse of concern from the alligator head as it's facing in your direction just as you're standing on its side. It's almost like, yeah, there we go. Okay, cool. Kerr then, back over to you. All right, brother. Veridar will heal his little bit again.
Wait, so with Gaius, you can only issue a command if it wouldn't result in a certain death, right?
I don't know.
Yeah, so I mean, making Crumb angry would result in a certain death. So.
The command itself wouldn't, though.
Well, that's
fighting
also.
you would.
I mean, but Gloop's a very competent fighter himself. It could go either way.
The Vorpal Great Axe.
But that sword,
Vorpal
yeah.
sword.
It's all them heads he carries around.
Yeah, short of an activity that would result in certain death, such as suicide or jump into that lava.
Oh yeah, I was just bullshitting. Yeah.
Go catch the one ring before Gollum gets it on the way down.
Yeah.
Veridar is going... Yeah, I think we will scoot on up as well. And continue on. Another key. 5. Only 1 plus flank? No flank. 1 attack will land for 12. This devil is just resiliently soaking all of this damage. You guys might not even have it to 50% yet, based on that HP bar. We are out of legendaries though, so we'll send it over to Reggie.
Yep. Oh, there it is. What are we all doing?
We're protecting the fairy.
Oh, okay. Would he let me through his space since I'm his friend?
He's not your friend, guy.
Would he let me through his space, or would he kind of bonk me back if I try to walk past him? Or
You can
Ricard
go there.
even?
You can go there. Just for clarification, though, you're not counting as a... Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, if
I'll
you're
go
continuing
over
on, no biggie. Just didn't want us to
Yeah.
get into a flanking confusion as we get into
No,
that
yeah, no, I
situation.
didn't want to be like, I'm gonna box you in. No, just like, oh, Crumb is like, we're protecting the fairy. Then yeah, I'll go next to Crumb. So.
Hippo
And,
and cow stand together.
We were gonna do it against Sloth. I was
It's
ready
the
for it.
Zoo Review. It's coming
So,
right for you.
I'll take my my 3 hit points and kind of just stand next to Crumb, ready to do whatever. So
Alright.
that'll be my turn.
Dude, we form a shield wall. Spartan shield wall.
Soth continues. Has to do another dash. And at this point... Yeah, there's just enough room to squeeze up right there at the end of the dash. But that's it. And the fairy, finally free, is getting the hell out of Dodge. And we're
Be
gonna
free,
dash.
fairy.
We're gonna dash.
Bloop, bloop, bloop.
Okay, legendaries reset. Fiend Lord active. This is pointless. I will have the fairy in my grasp, and you will all weep as you watch me destroy it before your eyes.
That's not very friendly.
No. Oh no. Meat one fairy.
After he says that, I was gonna say to him, I'm not even doing this to protect the fairy. I'm just doing this because fuck you.
I'm doing this because you're a dick.
Okay, so fucking paladins.
A lot of smite coming your way if you move.
Yeah, maybe. He's used a few already, so I don't know how many he has left, but I don't like to meta like that. The big thing is, I think Soth and Veradar, which sucks because that's me and me, are both getting attacks of opportunity, because he is going to move here. We got to get closer to Crumb. let's just see what happens with that first. Veridar's wishing this fucker could be stunned. Use some of those key points on that.
Stop hitting yourself.
Opens his giant maw. Bow! Damn it, missed by 1. You know what? Veridar has some hero points from some HPTV that he joined before. So we're going to use that. 14 extra points of damage.
Is that -2 on the staff?
It is, because he's still suffering from resurrection.
Oh, right,
sickness.
right, okay.
Yeah.
When his head blew up.
Yeah. Positive energy plane was too much for the vampire.
Right.
And then Soth. Gotta open another character sheet. Technically under the foes category.
He's like a magic card at this point. Like, legendary angel vampire.
Exactly. Slice! Oh, come on, Soth. What the hell? You have a plus 12 to attack.
Behold my legendary amazing 14.
Oh, Kerr winked himself out of existence. Looks like we're gonna need a new one of those. We're gonna need a bigger Kerr. Oh, and he got himself there. Cool. I think you were just a skosh up the hallway, or is that where you were? Whatever. Okay, so now that that's done, the Fiend Lord will... I did roll the D6 last round, by the way, for this. I don't know if you guys saw it, and I rolled a 5, so this is back on the table. I'm not using it right now, but just so we know. It is instead doing the 6 melee attacks and replacing an attack with a spell casting. Potentially more than one. First and foremost, he's going to use this on Crumb and banish you somewhere, or attempt to, anyway. Particularly the bottom part of the spell description.
Is it not willing?
You can use the spell to banish an unwilling creature to another plane. It does have to make a melee spell attack against you, and then if he hits, then, yeah. Hey! Even if disadvantage is imposed, it still hits. So now, Charisma save, DC 21.
No.
Oh, dear God, yeah.
From...
There he goes.
Where's
Well,
it
you
going?
do get a +4 from my aura.
Yeah, no.
17.
Not even close.
Yeesh.
Oh, wait, what do I have to beat?
A random location on the plane of... It's 21.
Oh, it's
that
wherever
pretty
you
much it.
want.
On the location of existence you specify, of course. Let's just check.
He's a demon lord of hell, so
Yes, he do.
he could know a really good spot. Bye, Crom.
Oh, man. Eek. Yeah, we're gonna go with good old Avernus. First layer of hell. I'm familiar enough with it out of game that if we need to play around there for any period of time, we can freely do so. But creature so transported must find its way back to your current plane of existence. Or vice versa. We are playing a Spelljammer type campaign, so somebody finding Crumb and bringing him back is not outside the realm of possibility. So that's one attack of 6. And then we're going to go with some more claw attacks. We'll try one on this pesky bugbear. Slice! Oh. I don't know about that.
16 is my armor class.
Oh, damn. Okay, so you are cursed. And some damage.
Is all of that psychic damage? It doesn't say what the second part was.
No, it's slashing damage. Psychic and slashing.
Okay, because I'm immune to psychic at the moment.
Okay.
And is that magical slashing?
It is magical slashing.
Okay.
And then psychic, of course, immune. Alright then. Try 2 attacks. Or I'm sorry, 1 attack with this. Even though it's 2 hands, it can still do 1. Oof! Near crit. And a second slice with that. Oh shit!
Ow.
For real. So ignore the 5 extra damage for the crit that it shows and replace that with the 34. So it looks like 44 damage between those two. And that is 4 of 6 attacks. Let's see. Damn it, the fairy just went around the corner. I can't shoot it from here. We're gonna try that one on Rikari. Charisma save. Or go to a harmless demiplane. Yeah. He didn't like his chances anyway. Alright, one final attack on Rikari. Slice. And now we will provoke attack of opportunity from Rikari. After all that. Yeek.
Go ahead, roll again with an inspiration.
Okay. Yeesh. Still 4 points shy on the best roll. Motherfuck!
That's a nice roll.
Yes, sir. So that is the end of Abhadanalia's turn. We'll move the aura accordingly. And back to the top of the initiative, just around the bend. Combat keeps getting just a little further away from you. trying to talk on Discord? We're not hearing you.
Yeah, I'm sorry. My headset mute was on. My apologies. So yeah, he's very sad about the fact that the battle continues to move further away, but he will press on, hearing the raucous up ahead. The question I asked was, you do double movement to move through allied squares, right?
Correct.
Okay, gotcha. So then in that case, that was 10 more, so then that'll be another 10 to move through, so that's 15, 5 left, so that will put Kalis there, and that will be his turn.
All right, Mark, that's back to you all the way down here. It's starting to get a little quiet. Sounds of combat are very far away.
All right, continuing to move forward.
I'll be right back.
All right, brother.
It's like, jeez. I really did get left behind, didn't I? Gee, I wonder why. And I guess I'll take the dash action. And I guess that'll be it.
All right. Dawn, back to your slim margin of success. Oh, dear God. Okay. J-Man.
It's more like it. Now my turn to make you bleed.
For fuck's sake. Hey! Alright, it's getting a little serious here. Time to use its first reaction. Drop that down to 2 uses now. So half of 38.
I go, hey, leave the monkeys out of this.
Monkey's like, Mr. President!
Monkey say, monkey do.
You know, I kind of yell back to the others, come on, we gotta cut them off.
Well, if that's the end of your turn, legendary interrupt. Now, once you're in a confined passage like this, his invisibility trick is a little less impressive with the telltale aura that he brings with him. So, once again, we've experienced this enough times now that no check necessary. This one is definitely an illusion. Don't waste your time on it, but at the same time, it's now probably somewhere over here, you would guess.
In case you missed it, Kerr typed that his initiative disappeared.
Oh, shit! That's right, yeah, because Kerr's token did the little, he got blipped. So let's bring that back in, and just retroact that, go ahead. Oh, technically we didn't miss anything too, because that was a legendary, but good timing so that we don't miss anything. Alright, so over to Reggie.
No, it'd be Veridar, then me.
Oh, yep, out of sequence again.
Yep, all good. The little blip there got you.
So that's 20, 35, 40, 50, and as he runs through that one, confirms for sure that it's an illusion. 60, 70. Right into the heart of it. And we're just going to take some test swings. We're going to guess 2 of them here and 2 of them here. Down to 4 key points. And he connects with nothing all 4 times. So now over to Reggie.
Yep. So, kind of the last smart thing I heard was Ricari saying, "Block the way." 40s, let's see. And that's the ferry right there, right?
Yep.
Go, ferry,
Alright.
go!
Alright, you run into me right here. I'm blocking your way.
Can I, like, would the ferry let me occupy its same space if I'm kind of trying to protect it? If I'm saying, go, ferry, go, to maybe give it cover and stuff?
Possibly, but I will definitely aid our efforts in that respect and take an attack of opportunity at this
okay.
point. That should definitely get rid of the charm effect.
Yep. And... Yes. Yeah. Okay. So nothing that I have will prevent that. So that's 15 points of damage.
Yeah. 7 psychic, 8 magic slashing.
Okay. Let's just take my 3. Did he reveal himself at that? Or?
Yes. I just haven't done it yet because once your turn is officially over, I'm gonna
Then
take
it'll
a
pop.
legendary.
Okay. Would I have seen where the attack came from? Was it right here or right here?
Right here is where he's at.
Okay. In that case, I guess he'd have to do that. So. Can I move back into his space then and swing at him? If he broke my charm?
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll bonus action rage. And we'll go ahead and take a swing.
You were my brother, Reggie. I loved you.
You attacked me.
It was said that you would protect me from the fairy, not join her. Hey,
there
there's
we
a hit.
go. Finally, I did damage. So 12 points of damage there.
Oh no,
Actually,
a
you know
+2
what?
great axe. My Achilles heel.
I'll use inspiration on that first one to make it a 24 as well.
All right.
It's the last game of the month, so.
Okie doke.
And that would be my turn. Go, fairy, go.
Well, since you're back up in my face, my legendary interrupt will be another claw attack instead of a bow attack. But otherwise, that's it. And then over to Soth.
That's 8 physical or
8
7
psychic
physical?
and
Okay.
7 slashing. Magic
Okay.
slashing. So Soth is moving. Dear God, he's... this is like so many of the characters in the group right now. He's just moving, dashing, trying to get into the field of play. And the fairy is one step ahead. Just good enough to get out of the field of play. Or out of reach there. But no sooner does the fairy move away than Reggie, who is closest, can immediately hear the sound of alarms. And it is starting to head back in this direction. And then it turns around and heads like up here towards the wall.
Oh
It
no,
appears
fairy.
to have spawned another encounter. Going pretty low in the initiative sequence. As the Fiend Lord regains its turn here in the initiative.
Little guy just summoned the frickin' Tarask in attack mode.
Where is... oh, there it is. Yeah, it's time for the exploding monkey cloud again. Boom! So everybody who's inside of the aura, wisdom saving throw, fire damage, and psychic damage. Reggie.
Oh, thank God you moved it.
Yeah, Reggie, Veridar, and Ricari.
my
36
God.
fire and 40 psychic.
0.
Oof. Well, that'll help. Let's see what Soth has up his sleeve. Oops. Clicked the wrong number. There we go. Nope, not much better. Alright. Fire and psychic, huh? What do you got, buddy? What do you got? Neither. Mother dick. Soth did not care for that. And we're gonna run right over here to the ferry as close as we can. getting within 10 feet of it, and it's now out in the open and exposed. I need a new character sheet for the new foes that have been spawned. And then we'll go to our break after they take their turn.
It's possible.
I think
It's always full of surprises.
based on the what the effect is on those attacks. I think they're glowing brighter because they're approaching something with magic.
Oh, is that where these bite things came from?
Yeah, those
Ah.
two scarab things that are on the screen.
Oh, I can't see that.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm in Avernus right now, apparently.
yeah. You are in nowhere land. I mean, that's pretty considerate of him to put you there.
Yeah, I can make friends with Zerial and then come back.
Yeah.
You know,
I
start
mean,
a war
I think
machine.
this guy is from a deeper level of hell, so he could have been like,
Oh.
"Yeah, you're going to my lair."
Well, he did say specifically. Wait, isn't Avernus like the specific plane?
Avernus is the lair. It
Yeah.
is a plane, yes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, that's where he's sent me, I believe.
Yeah.
You're in the worst part of hell, Florida.
I
Florida.
mean, Avernus is actually pretty nice considering.
Well, I've played through Descent into Avernus, so.
I say that, but I actually live in Florida.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll just find Lulu and fly back. You know, I really wish, like, the War Machines, I think they were calling them, like, played a bigger part in that campaign.
You mean the Warforged?
No, the War Machines. Like, so one of, like, the big marketing angles of Descent into Avernus is that it's, like, Mad Max in hell. But there's not really much Mad Max in it unless you're, unless, like, you add in a bunch of good stuff.
Oh, okay.
You know, like building crazy vehicles and fighting with them. Think like Twisted Metal meets D&D.
Nice. Imagine the final boss is just a flaming clown head.
No, the whole thing is like, I don't know if I want to say anything.
I
but
haven't.
A lot of it is like a wild goose chase that, you know, breadcrumb after breadcrumb after breadcrumb.
Yeah. I've seen bits and pieces of it, but haven't played it myself.
Oh. It's a lot of fun. Definitely a lot of fun. Especially like, so it starts off in Baldur's Gate, like, I think after, like, shortly after Baldur's Gate 2, I think.
I think it's oh yeah, after 2, before 3.
Yeah, yeah.
Because 3 is essentially after that.
Yeah. Well, 3 is like a century after, but Descent into Avernus is like. Actually, I don't know, because
I don't think it is. I think it's pretty
Yeah.
quickly after, because in 3 they're talking about that's what the Will's father is off to do. It's like 20 or
to
so
deal with
years.
Elturel, right? yeah.
Exactly.
Huh.
So I think it's like 20 years maybe after it or whatever, but
Yeah, it
not,
must be.
not a huge time period.
Not at all. No. So it's closer to 3 than it is to 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, do you guys like Pokemon? I forget if I asked this before.
I play them.
I
actually-
haven't played for a long time, but
I generally like, I'll play through the campaign story and then maybe dink around after that for a bit and do some PvP and then put it down forever until the
Nice.
next one comes out. Yeah.
Actually, in the art and music chat, I recreated my team in Pokemon Violet in Hero Forge.
Oh, neat.
Some of them look admittedly kind of cursed, but I've been told that my Blood Moon Ursaluna looks pretty good.
It's furries. They're interesting characters. I can't really tie them to any Pokemon though, because I just don't know them well enough. You know,
Yeah,
I
you got.
I
Yeah,
know
I
the
know-
OG one, yeah.
yeah,
OG
the 150
series.
and that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the ones that are from the top left to the bottom right. There's Meowscarada, a shiny Iron Valiant, Blood Moon Ursaluna, Ogerpon, a Rapid Strike Urshifu, and a King Gambit.
Oh, good. Very nice.
King Gambit is the evolution of Bisharp that was introduced in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet.
Which one is that?
Bisharp is a Dark Steel type Pokemon that was introduced in the Unova region.
Oh, I remember that one. It's like a... Yeah. Sort of like a chess theme to it.
Yeah. And in order to evolve Bisharp into King Gambit is like really convoluted. Because like you first need to find a Bisharp that is leading a group of Poniard, and then catch it because it'll be holding the item it needs to evolve called the Leader's Crest.
Right.
Then, while it is holding that item, you need to find 3 other Bisharp that are leading groups of Poniard, and then beat them with that Bisharp single-handedly, then level up the Bisharp, and it will evolve into King Gambit.
Yeah, they really did start introducing some convoluted evolutions.
I feel like Sword and Shield is the most egregious with that.
Oh, definitely, by far. Because it's just like they just run with it, you know. It used to be, oh, you have to do it during the day or the night, and that changes, you know. And then they're like, oh, we have to top this, so what can we do? And then it's sort of that like creep to incredibly complex, off the wall stuff.
In Scarlet and Violet, there's actually a Pokemon that can only evolve if you get it to a certain level while you're in multiplayer mode. It's called Finizen. It's a dolphin Pokemon, and it evolves into Palafin, but only if you get it to level 36 while you're in multiplayer mode.
Yeah, stuff like that.
Which sucks because unless you're doing local multiplayer, you'll have to do online multiplayer, which you can only do if you paid for the Nintendo Online subscription. So potentially that evolution is locked behind a paywall.
Well, I mean, I think having the online service is sort of a default that most players will have.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's only for like a regular Nintendo Online subscription, it's only $20 a year. So there's that at least. But still, the fact that you have to pay to use the online service, to use online multiplayer in any of your games at all is just stupid to me.
It is, but it's becoming standard now, you know?
Yeah.
Like, it didn't start with them. Like, I remember back, I think it was, I think it was PlayStation 4 that started that. Like, that generation of consoles. Because I remember I had a PS3, and I don't think...
I've had at least one $15 a month game subscription going since since 2000. So,
right. Like if you play any MMOs,
exactly. Very seldom did I ever skip months in there and stuff.
Right. Well, I used to play fucking like EverQuest and Ultima.
Oh yeah, that's what I started with. I started with that and Muds.
Yeah. I got in right like at UO Renaissance.
Okay, yep.
That kind of started. Well, I don't know. Like enjoying it. And then it kind of stopped with WoW. You know, like I mean, I like WoW, but it's just not like the MMOs like they used to be. You know.
Mm-hmm.
They're too like gamified.
Yeah, I still go back to EverQuest on emulators every now and then.
Yeah. Well,
or on some of their time lock progression.
Dark Age of Camelot was the one that like I got the most.
I love that. I struggled to play that some like at higher end because there was so much going on and I did not have a good PC back then.
Oh really?
Like
yeah, I remember
like in PvP and stuff. Like it was just brutal.
Well, when they came out with like that Shrouded Isles expansion, like the very first expansion,
like my video card would like, I guess it wasn't compatible. You know, I just had like the fucking Hewlett Packard rebuilt.
Yeah.
thing. And like certain zones I couldn't go into because it would just like either crash or
out.
it would glitch
Yeah.
out so bad that you can't see anything. So then that's how I got into upgrading and like building computers.
And he's back.
What's happening, friends?
Hello, hello.
Hey, hey, hey.
Hi, hi.
Let's see what woes lie before us, shall we? Kirk, you are at the top once again, my friend. Oh, did he mute his headset again? Just not back from the break. Give me a break.
Or tip.
Is it me? I'm sorry.
Maybe he's engaged in a life or death battle with Khan. Khan!
No, I'm back. I'm
Hey,
back. My
welcome
bad.
back.
I'm sorry.
You're good.
All right. So yeah, the fight rages on ahead of me. So we're gonna continue with dashing and actually,
As he is currently unconscious, he does not count as double movement, but at the same time, we have an ally who is unconscious.
yes, which I'm going to do something about. So that'll be 15 feet of movement, and I will use my action to lay on hands. Oop, and I will dump all 40 points of it into Gloop.
Damn! Oh, woo, woo, woo!
Whoa.
Back in the fight. And then 15 feet further on, and that will be Kalis' turn.
Easy in the fight, though.
Thanks for that T3 subscribe there, brother. Appreciate you there. Yeah, let's check the wording of the geas now, because that will certainly be important. Of course, I did this the long way. Okay. You can end it early, remove curse. Succeed. Yeah, he is still under the effect of the geas. Unconsciousness will not remove that. It's a 30-day duration. You gotta imagine they're probably gonna sleep at some point during that 30 days, and that wouldn't dispel it.
Yeah, to this point, Kalis has not actually seen Gloop under the
Sure.
effects of this, so
Sure.
he just sees crew member down.
Yep, very fair. All right, so Newman, that's back over to you, just around the corner. Don't forget to roll those wisdom saves at each of your turns so you can try to get rid of that frightened effect.
Right, sorry.
Oh, good. Think you might be missing like 2 or 3 at this point. So feel free to spam those. I think you're the only one who's still frightened. And you don't even know where the dude is anymore. I don't even know what I'm scared of. He's here. He's somewhere. Oh, God. And you have a 0 modifier. He can't even make the save on a natural 20.
So, I'm just that spooked.
Yep. You got, I mean, at this point, maybe another 4 rounds of it. We're flying through the rounds pretty quickly, so there's that silver lining.
And then I'll take the dash action. And that'll be it.
All right. Quick pause between this and that. Do a page reload. Okie doke. Back in. Good to go. Cool. Now I can see everybody's health bars. So, Dawn, your turn.
Oh,
Okay,
wait, I forgot to
so-
roll my wisdom save. Okay. Sorry, continue.
All right, the half move to get up is them reassembling themselves, which is kind of disturbing if you've never seen three goblins climb on top of each other. All right, I'm going to. I don't see the ferry anywhere, but I'm kind of assuming that the ferry went down that hallway. So I'm going to take my half move to get to here. Then I'm going to take draw my sword during this move, and I'm going to take a dash action to go past these guys. And I don't think I can get past them because it's double, so I'm going to have to stop here.
Alright, when you drew your swords at that point, I was like, are you about to attack the guy that just healed you? Or are you attacking Justin?
No, I'm taking out the swords to defend myself if somebody tries to keep me from getting to that ferry again.
Yeah, hey, where'd that big hippo guy go? Let's see. Alright. So, legendary interrupt here. We're gonna take a... Oh, goodness gracious. I just reloaded the page. Why is everything freezing? Come on, work with me. Ow.
Think this is the real Abhadanalia? It's not.
And as Sir Ricari's turn activates, you can hear further down the hall the alarmed sounds of the ferry.
That was the dash.
All right. And Kerr, go ahead with your turn. Alrighty. And then Veridar. I'm gonna step right up. Get a look at these scarabs. Whatever. A little bit of regeneration. I thought he regenerated. There we go. Okay, another key point down. And Veridar's attack critically strikes the illusion that is not there. And he instantly curses, "Damn, it's not here again!" And we're going to take another 3 attacks on that scarab swarm that I can see. Right here. And a 15 armor class is much more feasible. 3 for 3. 19, 31. 33, 41 total damage there. Ouch. And those scarabs are getting smashed by the staff of Master Lupo. As Reggie's turn comes up.
Are the scarabs supposed to have health bars or no?
They are. Let's fix that.
I
There we go.
regain 3 hit points.
Hooray!
And I stand up and assume that the big dude has moved further in somewhere. But I do see the fairy. It's 25 right there. Maybe 30. 35.
You just walked into me.
Right there I did?
Yep.
So, kind of try to move in there, like, nope, alright,
I
well,
was pretending to be there. I'm actually here.
Okay. I will go ahead and kind of bumping into you, because that's where I was going to go. I'll go ahead and take 2 attacks.
Sure, sure.
And actually we'll rage, I guess, just because. Hey.
Hey, even at disadvantage, that's a hit.
Hey!
Likewise. Not every day you can hit
Nice.
an invisible target twice.
Exactly. He's over here!
32 damage. Ow!
Go, fairy, go!
I think we're gonna send the monkey to interject the second attack for half of that. So we'll take 14, and then 15, 22. Okay, got it. Yeah, we might as
So
well
one more
reveal
use
him.
of the monkey.
Yep, one monkey left. Looks like
Alrighty.
there's still 1,000 of them, though.
That'll be my turn.
Okay, Soth is still too fucking slow. Good God. Alright, dash. Right up in this motherfucker's face. He's up against a wall. He is completely surrounded at this point. Although the fairy will probably not impede his progress very much. And speaking of the fairy, let's do something here. Okay, healing song greater on Reggie. I'm sorry, greatest on Reggie. And
Thank you, fairy.
next action will be a greatest healing song on Ricard.
Was that the song because they're her bodyguards?
Yeah, that's right. And bonus action, we will mass healing song all of our friends 20-foot radius centered on self. I think Ricari is either just inside or just outside. Look at that! Just inside. Alright. So Reggie gets 45, Ricari gets 45, Veridar gets 15. And the fairy gives an alarmed look as the Fiend Lord's turn approaches. Oh, look at that those double natural ones right there in the middle of it. Alrighty. Yes. Absolutely yes. Definitely not. Barely yes, and yes. So that is... Okay, 16... 26, 36, 47, 60... 69... 76... 84, 92 points. And the Fiend Lord wails in to the Energy Fairy, who protests throughout. To no effect, as your loyal friend and companion is shredded to little wisps of what used to be right before your eyes. And the Fiend Lord turns to look at the rest of you who are still gathered in your attempts to protect her. It is as I said. And that's his turn.
So there's no death saves for the fairy.
There is not.
That's some bullshit.
Does the fact that the fairy is destroyed remove the gas?
That's a very good question.
Yes, but only because I remove it.
I mean,
or
the
only
mission
because
is
the devil
accomplished.
removes
He has the fairy. So.
Right. You didn't bring the fairy to it, but the devil considers the terms of the contract fulfilled. Let's see. So this is... Wow. Damn. These fucking scarabs are going to town on the fucking devil, though. Huh. Interesting. Okay. Alright, well, you had to burn a legendary resistance on these fucking scarabs. Still takes the damage. Just for a peek at the meta, the reason there is no death save for the fairy is because the damage inflicted was sufficient to drop to 0, and then shred beyond that. Kalis, over to you.
All right. So now is time for more dashing.
Good thing there isn't any snow, or we'd be singing right now.
Oh, dude, for real. Nor do I have a one or any horse open sleigh. So that was 4, 5, 6. 4, 5, 6. And that'll be Kalis's turn.
Alright, back over to Newman.
And I'm going to go ahead and move. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Since I'm pretty much caught up with people, I'm just going to stick here. Like, hey guys, what's up?
Alright.
Make your save.
Yep. Wisdom save. I mean, it doesn't matter. He can't make it. Even if he rolls a natural 20, there's really no point. Might as well
I
just
know.
let
He just has
Well,
to
I
be
do have
in Paladin's
inspiration.
aura to have a chance.
Sure. If you get near Justin's character or either of the paladins, really, then there's a better chance. As for now, there's 3 rounds left on it, so I think the odds are more likely that it's just going to run out. But Don, go ahead.
All right, let's see here. I'm going to move 25 feet over to here. Hey, I got actually a round number.
How about that? Because I moved
yeah,
your token to the center of the square. Look at you,
Oh,
you're
well.
already off the center. I gotta move you back.
Let's see. I'm going to stay here for now. So that'll be the end of my turn.
All right. Rakari. His back is against the wall, so if it appears that this is an open space, this is solid wall. This is an open space, however. And of course you have reach, so a little less important on all respects.
Yeah, then I guess I gotta get confirmation on where I can actually go, because yeah, that all looks like it's open right on that side of him.
Let's... Whoop.
I mean, based on the lighting, that's open.
Correct. That's kind of what we were talking about last night. Like, it's the trick between, do I draw the lighting right here so it appears that there's no wall at all and it's actually perfectly true to what you see, or do I show the wall and we kind of know that unless our characters can walk on the wall?
Yeah, I shifted down because I realized I was on the wall.
Yeah, no worries. Even I was having a little difficulty telling exactly where it was, but I did know, based just on what I said like 2.5 rounds ago, like his back is against the wall and he's pretty much completely surrounded. Alrighty, pal. Feel better.
That should give me loose
Sorry,
flank.
HP. I'll see y'all later.
All good. Yep, loose flank is good.
Bye.
Later, pal.
Later, dude.
Take care.
Yeah, so I'm gonna move to there. Is there even like a corpse left that we could raise or anything?
It doesn't look like there was a physical body. I don't know if you were in line of sight when it happened, but for anybody who saw it, it looked like he just reduced her down to the little wisps of energy that she was made of, and those just kind of dissipated before they even touched the ground.
Alright. I don't have a 3rd level spell slot active anyway, but I do have Revive prepared if I had one. So I'm just gonna look at where she was, look at him like, I hope you're happy with the last thing we're ever gonna do in your fucking life.
Please, enact your retribution. I welcome it. I embrace it. I need it. Yes. Yes. More.
Alrighty. Goodness, 32, 40,
You just
50,
need the boss to make a comment against you.
66, 60, 69 points of damage? Okay. First one, we will burn the last expense of the monkeys, which will also make all of our lives a little easier, as that gets rid of the permanent aura that he has around. It only kind of triggers now when he does the exploding monkey cloud. A little bit less than that. Okay, got it.
And that's it.
Okie doke. Kerr, that is back over to you. All right. Nice. Okay, Veridar will recover a bit more. Yeah, let's try to fix this scarab issue. Did pretty well against him last time. Burn another key. Down to 2. Crunch, crunch. Loose flank with Soth. 14, 27, 29. Third strike will do it. Finish that one off. We'll step into that space, deliver the final attack on this one. A near miss. And then we're going to start heading around to the side. And back over to Reggie.
Yep. We'll do the same thing we did last. Because I can't get around to the other side, can I?
You can squeeze southwest through Soth and then northwest from
All
there.
Right, we'll go ahead. We'll do that. Go ahead and take my hit points, and we'll go ahead and launch some attacks at it.
Dope.
Can that be reckless?
Ah, okay.
All right, cool. And the next one will be 2, just because that one was.
Sure.
And that'll miss. But
Damn.
12
Alright.
points of damage,
Got it.
and that'll be my turn.
Okay. Soth will finally
Get to do
unleash
something.
some attacks here. 3 of them. 1, 2, 3. Almost dropped his sword on the first one, but came back to deliver a solid strike on the second. Does not want to leave the threatened space of those scarabs after seeing that they seem to have some pretty nasty side effects. So the third attack will miss, unfortunately, but the second one is pretty decent.
Can I give him advantage somehow with like Beskar or something?
Yeah. He counts as any other character, I believe. So I think it's, what, 5,000 to grant a player or a character advantage? Got it. Another 31. All right. Fuck yeah. Okay, yes. Yes, 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 and yes. 6 of 6 attacks all land.
Who are you attacking?
28, 32, 36, 42, 54, 62, 73, 79. Something tells me you guys are going to want to let this stay. 79, 85, 91, 96, 97, 106. The Fiend Lord shreds into his own body in masochistic glee in response to having fulfilled his objective.
Your pathetic assault means nothing to me. I will join you. Watch me bleed.
And he cuts himself open to the tune of 106 points of damage and passes the torch over to the scarabs. Yeah, we're gonna go after the devil again. And bite! No such luck that time. They were much luckier last round. Okay, Kirk, over to you. Top of the next round.
All right. Well, we can finally do things again. So we're gonna move in and make a couple of great sword swings with advantage from Reggie.
Yes, sir.
And none of those are gonna hit still. Great. And here's number 2. Wow.
Hey!
Okay, well, hey, one hit.
There we go.
Neat. For 14 damage.
Oops.
And yeah, that will be my turn. Oh, he chose not to be affected by my hex when I cast it on him, correct?
Oh, correct. That's right.
Okay. I'm just making sure that I didn't need to add any hex damage, but I don't.
Sure.
Okay, so that's it.
All right. So, Don, that's over to you.
Gloop crunches onto the dead scarab over here, and this is gonna be feel good after being your puppet.
Please, you failed at every given possibility.
Damn. Yeah, we already went through that last time around. Very nice extra damage though. Woo! Alright, so 3 for 3, abso-fucking-lutely. Well, it already rolled the 6-8 and got you one better than that.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Yeah, buddy.
Yep.
So 16,
Oh, I did have it built in.
16, 18, 27, 29, 38, 60, 69 damage. Well, okay. So, and then, and, oops. There we go. He laughs through the first 2 attacks, and then his eyes do widen a bit on the third one. He seemed like he was about ready to retort something else insulting about how he was ready for your feather tickle of an attack after the first one hit, but he kind of caught his tongue when the crit came through, and he had no monkeys left to defend himself.
I'm also going to use my Fury of the Small and give him an extra 12 points of damage.
Where are you at? Okay. Well, if that's it, we will send it back to J-Man.
You see Kerr's statement about his initiative.
Oh, yep. Okay.
Yeah, after you. So.
Yeah.
Okay. Then I will just. What do? If you kill a devil and he's not on his home plane, does he just go home?
Yep.
He takes a little vacation before he reforms, but
There be a way to know how to permanently destroy this fucker?
It's possible. You don't think it would be possible to do from here. You would imagine you'd have to go to his lair and defeat him on his home ground. Similar to any good lich or villain worth their salt. Yeah, if magic worked against him for sure. Like, that was scary even when we were thinking about, like, does anybody have see invisibility or true sight? Like, it doesn't work if he doesn't want it to. Like, the only thing that works is if somebody had the epic boon of true sight. Well, I kept asking Kirk, like, hey, what'd you select with your epic boon there? I want to make sure you're not, like, seeing where he's going.
Yeah, I know. Where's Clanka when you need him?
Right? Let's get the Friday crew here.
I thought about it, but that would have 100% been a meta choice and not the choice that I feel like I would have made had it not been this scenario. So
That's fair. It certainly has useful applications throughout, though. Not just in this encounter. It would be incredibly useful in this encounter. We could have possibly stopped him from exiting the first chamber on the far side if he didn't have just those few initiative ticks to kind of get 30 or even the 15 feet. Once he did that first 15 feet, that kind of changed the game.
So, as I'm thinking about that, I'm going to kind of look at Soth and say to him, if we kill him here and now, he just goes home. We need to make this fucker suffer for the rest of his existence. And I will take a couple of attacks as he still looks healthy enough to take a couple hits, and I'm still angry enough to just hit him anyway.
Sure. Oh! Oh, baby! Oh, have mercy. I think that's 3 rounds in a row you rolled a crit on this fucker. Okay, so 38 hit points later is... Dun 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 dun. Okay. Doesn't seem like he's resisting any of this damage coming at him either, so he's taking full. Anything else there for you?
No, sorry. I said what I said and just kind of hit him out of spite.
Gotcha. I'm going to do a legendary interrupt claw attack on myself again. Slice. As he drops below another hit point threshold there. And then, Tony, your turn. Sure you don't end up with a mouthful of scarabs. Oh, for fuck's sake. Got more than one attack with this guy, right? Hero point will add a die 6 to a d20 roll, but this guy's got an armor class of 23, so you need to hit like 17 or higher. and then roll the die 6 on top of that and roll high on that. If you have an inspiration, of course, you can roll that. And I believe, didn't you just get a gift sub to the Twitch channel the other day? That comes with it an inspiration every week. So you can spend that and just re-roll the whole thing. Oh, yarg. But then, don't you have more than one attack with this thing? At this level, I hope you have more than one attack per round. Cast Bless on it and send him to heaven. There you go. That's a sure way to make him suffer. Doesn't say you have multi. Well, that feels like the exact opposite of OP. Like you're UP at this point. So I kind of feel like if you have 3 attacks in normal form, you would have 3 attacks with this. It just, you're not using your weapon, you're using bites and claws instead. At least for now. Like, we can certainly look into it later, but for right now, give it a go.
Yeah, unless the hybrid form would preclude him from using like class abilities, he can still use the like extra attack feature in place of multi-attack.
Gotcha. That sounds logical. So 19 is a near miss. Hit that 3rd attack, and then we can kind of revisit if you want to spend that hero point on something. Ooh! So the 3rd attack is going to hit anyway, and then if you want to spend the hero point on the 2nd attack, you need a 4 or better on the die 6. It is 21 points of damage, though, so... Big money, big money, big money. Oh, for fuck's sake. Goodness gracious, bodacious Ignatius. Man, you said it, dude. Wow. We don't. We covered that last time because he's not a humanoid. He's a devil. Devil. Look who's on TV, Mama. It's the devil. Okay, Veridar is going to... Fuck! There's no... Well, he does have spider climb. Ha 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 ha! Take that, motherfucker. I'm a vampire. Bitch. Get up right behind him. And we're gonna spend the penultimate key point here. 1, 2, 3, 4. See what that looks like. Dough. Hooray! 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 Alright. 13, 23, 36 additional there. Oh boy. Okay. And that's Reggie's turn up next.
Yep. So, hearing what Ricari said, and seeing what he's doing, I'm going to try to grapple or steal one of his blades away from him. So,
Okay. He only has the one. 2 of his arms are holding the Vorpal Greatsword, from which he can make 2 attacks, because he has 6 attacks. But his other 4 hands are just claws.
I'll try to take the greatsword away.
Okay.
Strength check, or...
I think there are disarm mechanics. Let's just check.
I know there's a specific
combat options. Here we go.
Combat maneuver. I'm just going to go for his sword. Clawing and slashing the hell out of himself, so...
Creature can use an weapon attack. To knock the weapon, you make an attack roll contested by my athletics or acrobatics. If you win, no damage, but I drop the item. Attacker has disadvantage on the attack if I'm holding it with two or more hands, so there is that. And target has advantage if you're larger, but we're the same size.
Yeah.
So basically a disadvantage attack, and I roll a skill check against it. So you're not trying to hit my armor class here.
Okay. So is that just a D20 plus what?
Just a...
Strength or...
If you're not using your weapon to do it, then yeah, strength plus proficiency plus D20.
I mean...
If you've got bonuses with your weapon, though, you might as well take advantage of those.
Yeah, I guess I'll use the weapon then and recklessly try to just whack at his hand
Gotcha.
to make him drop it.
All right. So
not very good there.
Technically a 21.
Wait, yeah, reckless.
Flank
there,
advantage
so-
occurs. So.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't even have to do reckless.
There's a chance. Oh damn!
That one.
Buy lesser Vorpal sword.
And can I grab that sword so he can't pick it up?
You can.
Okay. Then I assume swinging as hard as I did and then picking it up is probably my turn, and I can't attack again. So I'll be happy with disarming him and taking his sword.
Well, it only takes a weapon attack to do it. It doesn't even take your action. And the grabbing of the weapon, I would count as part of your kind of claiming thing each round. So whatever attacks you have left,
Okay.
still on the table. Ow.
So that would be with advantage. So
Yeah.
there you go.
Oh, you just have the one other attack?
Oh, whoops. Yeah, sorry. Missed
Okay. Yeah. Same difference. So there we go. And then the Devil's Blade, upon holding onto it for a couple of seconds, starts to singe your skin to the tune of 10 points of fire damage. And then you kind of sense it's almost like under a perpetual heat metal if you're not the devil itself. So this may continue to damage if you're holding on to it. Might want to stash it. Soth is going to hopefully have better luck than last round, not require anybody to spend their Beskar bucks on his fucking wrinkled, decrepit ass. Hey, good thing Veridar's over there now, because that's a flank and a flank and a flank, and all three hit. For 28, 48, 50, 60, 81, 89 damage. Woo! There you go. Motherfucker's finally doing something. Okay. Let's just check something. Full round and 9/10 of doing absolutely nothing but hurting himself. Okay, so he will use his free movement item retrieval action to grab a scroll from his possession. And from that scroll, we will, of course, cast on ourself, as he already used his innate once-a-day ability on Crumb. And that's why he burned a legendary resistance on that scarab, because if the scarab had burned that scroll away, he could have been in a world of fuck here. As it is, unless there is a counter to that, he is calling it a day and heading home.
He's fighting a whole lot of melee.
Yeah, I don't think teleportations trigger opportunity attacks.
They don't.
No, they don't. Unless you have Mage Slayer.
Right. Yeah, if somebody had Counterspell, that might be a possibility, because I don't know that he gets to choose whether you can Counterspell his spell, because you're not casting Counterspell on him, you're casting Counterspell on the magic that he's already conjuring. So Counterspell could totally possibly work here if somebody had it. I know Veridar does not, as he's a monk barbarian.
Negative, Ghost Rider.
I think only
Nope.
Kalos
I don't
could,
either.
so.
Damn.
Is
Alrighty
there
then.
any? Are there any casters in the team who could cast it?
Like what? Like players who are not here right now, you mean?
No, I mean anybody currently here who could cast a counterspell if they had a scroll.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, only.
Oh, if I had a
Kalos
scroll,
could.
sure. If
Because
had
I
a
can
scroll
summon a
with
fucking
Counterspell.
merchant. Because us tier 3s can summon a fucking merchant and buy you a fucking scroll.
Yeah, but that's you're not gonna be able to do that as a reaction.
It is a free action to do it, but then there is an interface time, like even when Westy has summoned him to get the scrolls and potions into the
potions
field
and
of
stuff,
play,
yeah.
it's still free action to summon him, round to interact, exchange, and then pass out things on the ensuing rounds after that. So totally possible, just not as a reaction before he gets this single action spell off, unfortunately.
What if when I summon Meridian, he falls on top of him and he messes up his spell?
Oh dear, if I disrupted you, I am so sorry, my dear friend.
Or he gets teleported to hell.
You know, it is most unfortunate, as I have just stepped in some dog dookie before I was teleported here. And oh, look, it's rubbing all over your beautiful robes. Oh, boy. I do believe that is it. And that is our initiative. And we've definitely got some very interesting cleanup work here, as some of our characters are not present, which of course they will simply return when the players who control them return. But in the case of Crumb, we do have a bit more of a task at hand to recover him if he is unable to reconvene with the crew himself. And then, of course, the after effects of Crumb versus Gloop while under the effects of Geas and Charm still seems to be a potential issue. But let's talk dungeon completion, experience points, and a potential well-deserved rest for these characters. As it is now, we're outside of initiative, so feel free to continue exploring what's going on here. We're gonna just kind of waste away with the Scarab here. It is a CR4 creature, and it has 70 hit points. And it has an armor class of 14.
Quickly dispatched.
So yeah, all of you are going to just waste through that in very quick succession. And I have misplaced the information I set in the back of my brain earlier tonight. Who has our best passive perception?
Probably not me.
Well, I have 18.
Doubt it's me either.
I have an 11.
But all I see is
I have a
fire.
10.
You have a 10. Crumb only sees the infinite void of blackness.
I forget, where is passive perception on here?
It should be at the bottom of your skills. Oh, there we go. Veridar's got a good one. +7 in hybrid form, so you would have a 17 as well. And Kerr is the player character here, so you should, I don't know, you're getting an interesting reading on your heads-up display here on the southwestern side of this chamber, over by the pool of water. Alright, so as far as advancement is concerned, most of you should be at 100,000 XP. I believe Patient is at 120. We're just going to nudge those up to the next step up, as this counts as a milestone regardless of which level you're at. So if you're level 12, change your XP bar to 120,000. That will trigger your Character Mancer for level 13. As always, you can go ahead and facilitate that right now, or at any time over the next 2 weeks before our next session. And in David's case, your XP bar is going from 120 to 140,000, which is the threshold for level 14. And I dare say this is the most challenging combat any group has faced at any of our tables so far. Not only just because of the nature of the creature and the devil that we fought, but also the party composition as it was during the sessions that we fought him. Because with the table format we have, things can always kind of fluctuate, and we can get a person who has like the right weapons and the right skills to be like, yeah, I can fuck this guy up. But with the groups that we had and the capabilities that this thing had, it was like perfectly placed for a very, very unfortunate encounter. But I do applaud all of you for kicking ass through all of that nevertheless. For our tracking purposes, you guys did almost 1,500 points of damage to this thing.
Woo.
Yeah.
What's Sloth up to? Or will we get into that next time?
We can definitely get more into that, perhaps before we close out tonight, or definitely more into next session.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is
Um,
definitely was a very melee heavy crew, and yeah, too bad Gleep wasn't out because he's the only
For
mage
sure.
in the group.
And even Mage, who knows how
Well,
useful that would have been. He's immune to all those fucking magics 8th level or lower.
Yeah, you have to have non-combat, like non-damage spells as a mage for that
Right.
kind of a fight.
Yeah.
No, he probably would have stayed near the back and started doing like dispel magics and this, that, and the
Yeah,
other
that's
thing
what
to
I'm
help it.
saying. is
Right.
Non.
That could have been very handy, especially like when the fucking plane shift came up on Crumb. To have the ability to counterspell that, and or the ability to counterspell when he plane shifted out. Because if that had been counterspelled, then there's a very real chance, I'd say 90% plus, that your group beats him down and sends him packing in the most uncomfortable way possible.
So, question: is there any way that level up could happen before the plane shift happens? Because like, we now have counterspell.
I have counterspell. I have it, guys. Well, let's probably assume that's not the last we're ever gonna see of this guy. He did come here with
Probably
a
not.
with a specific purpose, but he's also not attached to the ministry, so that makes him a rather interesting piece in this chess game we are playing. And as far as Kerr can tell, and Veradar can attest to that, especially as he inches out a little closer here to the edge of the platform, peering into the water, you can kind of see it too if you zoom in close enough on the map. It looks like there's a little secret tunnel. If you swim maybe 20 feet down, it looks like you can swim right through to another area.
Is it a small opening or?
It's pretty sizable, like a decent sized shark could fit through it, he said, offering no spoilers whatsoever. Hey there, Sarge. What'd you think about Survivor Series? So, yeah, what do we want to, yes, and, Veridar starts to respond in Bear before he clears his throat. Oh, yes, I think we're both seeing the same thing here. It looks like there's an underwater passage. Anyone feel like, getting wet, holding your breath for a few moments? Looks like that bear's just gonna dive right in. Boosh! Alright, well, let's open this bad boy up. Head on through, check it out. Anybody who wants to go through, who does not have a paralyzing fear of water, may do so and find one of the final unexplored chambers in this dungeon. And lo and behold, holy effing shit. Is that? You're damn right it is.
The exit?
The lightsaber.
You have to zoom in very, very closely on it, but it does in fact have 3 letters engraved into the side. BMF.
Oh, hell no. He's gonna come for that. I don't want it.
Yeah, we have found a very valuable... it is an artifact lightsaber, but it is a low tier, a minor artifact, if you will. Still very, very useful in the hands of any of our melee characters who wish to go the route of the energy sword wielder.
I mean, Kalis is immediately intrigued, for no other reason than because of its compact, concealable nature.
Nice.
I have no interest in such a little thing.
How can I avenge my partner with this pea shooter?
There's interest, but I also have like the Vorpal sword, so that's you know, I don't know how a little humming blade is going to do versus this thing.
I keep dropping the Vorpal axe and then picking it up after I regain a bit, like just keep testing it to see if it's its burning has ever stopped.
It's a great sword, but the burning does not stop.
Oh yeah.
I'll wrestle you for it.
Those other rolls, I'm rolling for 3 characters. So just in case anybody's seeing
Cool.
why am I rolling so many hit points, I'm doing all 3 characters. So
Maybe Meridian can fix this sword. It's really hot.
Yeah, if no one else is, Kalis would step forward and pick up the hilt.
Careful about touching things.
It does give a comforting, warm glow and a warm sensation when you grab hold of this weapon. And it does offer instant attunement, if such is desired, as opposed to the normal 1-hour waiting time. I'm going to post the details of it here, as even as a low-level minor artifact, it is still readily identifiable due to its limited features. There we go. I'm sure you're
Man,
all processing the same thing right about now.
Too bad we didn't have that 2 seconds ago.
Yep. If only we had explored the other chamber first. The one that Crumb put that question mark on 2 months ago. Why didn't we go this way first? There were 2 CR4 monsters and an artifact lightsaber specifically tailored to kick that fucker's ass. Damn it! Yeah, as soon as you guys went south against the Pit Fiend, I was like, oh god, it's over. Because it would have been very useful against the Pit Fiend too, but knowing what was behind the Pit Fiend, I was like, I don't think they're ever going to make their way back here to grab it while the combat's going. It's possible, but you never know.
Nah.
I mean, the fact that we made our way this far back during the combat was unexpected.
You all seem to look at this with some sort of reverence or fear. These letters, BMF, what do they mean?
I have no idea, and I wasn't really looking at it that much. It's a little tiny sword thingy.
I don't know what that is either.
Looked like a sword hilt missing a blade.
With the instant attunement, does he realize how to activate this thing?
Oh yeah, there's a simple switch on the side.
Fair. I mean, I assumed as much. I just didn't want to take that for granted. So, yeah. So in that case, it's far more than a sword missing its blade, and he'll activate the lightsaber at that point.
Damn right, it's purple.
So it's a lantern?
Perfect.
Oh, is it a sunblade? I've heard of those.
Oh, yep.
And you
very
realize
close.
that it will only ever have 3 hero points because we never get long rests.
Except as a T3 subscriber, he would get a long rest.
That's
when he
right.
wants to.
1 free per gaming month. And speaking of which,
right.
we're at
We
the
get the
tail end of the
instant-
month, so if you haven't used one yet, I mean, we're about to get one anyway. Supposedly.
Yeah, true story.
But yeah, that's the stats of the weapon there. Minor artifact, requires attunement, of course. We do have the standard attunement limitations, so take that into effect. This, as a lightsaber, just for simplicity, it falls under martial. So if you're proficient in martial weapons, then you can use this freely.
Cool. Yeah, the only question I would really have would be, can I use it two-handed with Great Weapon Master? Don't care what your answer is. I'm just wanting to know for future.
Gotcha. Not this one. There are great sabers, but this is just a standard lightsaber.
Cool. I figured as much, but dope.
All right. Whoop. There we go. Claiming it. There's wrestling to be had.
Crumb had mentioned a rainbow, and where did he go?
Yeah, feel free to keep exploring. There's only one area left now in this entire dungeon that we've been in since March. 6 levels of dungeon plus the little side quest on the fire dragon demi-plane. So technically 7 levels to the dungeon.
I think there's one more chamber in the back over here, guys. There's like a rainbow thing Crumb had mentioned. Like way back.
Yep, if y'all head east and then south through the chamber that the devil came in through, you will find just what we were talking about. Yep, straight on through.
Rainbow door.
Look at that. Rainbow wall. And just on the other side, daylight. The exit to the dungeon. And a prismatic wall. Oh, look at that. He just walked right through it. Oh!
That's an illusion.
Wow, you guys survived all that fight against the fucking, the Pit Fiend, the Aranyas, and the Fiend Lord itself just to walk right through prismatic wall. Arcana checks will give us more details on this. I don't know how strong we are in that department.
Probably not at all.
Right. Hopefully, future groups or future monsters that we encounter are not so adequately resistant against magic. 18s, not quite, but we do glean a bit of information from those in that, I mean, it's possible, but unless this devil was / the biggest dick in the 9 hells, / willing to permanently expend a great amount of power, this wall is not going to last permanently. And besides that, you do know that if you touch it, you're going to be affected by a multitude of magical effects, one right after the other, usually resulting in a quick and painful disintegration by whoever steps into it.
Yeah, I wouldn't touch that. Like I said with the sword thing, don't touch things. They can be bad.
Ricari runs completely away.
Can we see what's on the other side? Is it daylight?
You can just vaguely make out a haze of daylight, and then of course we can see clearly on the map the exit passage right there.
Gotcha.
And as we have spent a great number of rounds in combat with the Pit Fiend, the Aranyas, and the Devil itself, had anybody come through this passage during the Pit Fiend battle, this rainbow wall was also here back then. So there was no way to escape this field of play until it expires or until it is dispelled. Plus, we explored a new passage, secret door, swam, uncovered an artifact, discovered a few things about it. Yeah, you would venture to guess this this wall does not have much longer.
Might as well simply stay and wait it out. Then make our way back to the ship.
And as far as Lord Soth is concerned, I'm going to move him back to the central chamber for any who wish to speak with him. I will also send Veridar there. Alright. So yeah, brief assembly up here. Soth just kind of looks over at the group gathered in front. That is unfortunate that neither of us could come out of this with what we wanted.
Yeah, life's a bitch sometimes.
As is death.
I guess you'd know.
Indeed.
So
I will-
now what do we do?
I am not the seer on this matter, but I will, of course, report this back to the ministry to ascertain just what steps they wish to take going forward. I presume you will do the same with your superiors.
Yeah, sure.
Do you know why he did what he did, or like what would his goal have been?
Our understanding of this maniacal fiend, its sole purpose was to see the removal of such a gift from the galaxy. Whether used for good or for evil, or for whatever purpose, Abhadanalia saw fit only to have it eradicated completely. It had no aims or goals to use it for himself, merely to deprive its use from others. Whether this furthers some deep-rooted goal of which we are not yet aware, I cannot say. All I know in the here and now is that I believe, despite any differences on our parts, we were all very much counting on this creature to be of a great boon to us in the months and years ahead. With that seemingly removed, I imagine we will all have some re-strategizing to conduct.
Do you know where our friend was sent?
I did identify that he was affected by a plane shift magic. In theory, he could be anywhere, but given the nature of our foe, I would suspect somewhere in the Nine Hells.
Oh.
Is that all? Huh. I should be able to find him pretty quickly.
I'm right here.
Come towards the... Well, it's not really a light here.
Right. Come towards the dark vision.
Come towards that rainbow wall. Just don't touch it.
Yeah.
If only.
Yes, there are effects I am certain that you have in your capabilities to locate your missing companion.
We can make do.
Of course.
Now, before we were so rudely interrupted, we were discussing how we cannot afford to be enemies any longer. There is a greater threat. As we have seen, I don't know if Abhadanalia is tied to this other threat or not, but if he is, it's even worse.
It is my hope that these are singular entities, each with their own bend on madness. But we are in agreement in that a greater danger exists than either of our leaders' ambitions. And it is this perspective that I do intend to report.
That's probably for the best, considering everything I've learned at this point.
It does seem that events are moving in very quick succession now, and that one way or another a decision will need to be reached between our two entities.
Hopefully with all hands on deck, but as such things are, there may be some that shake out in the meantime.
It is quite possible. Perhaps on both accounts. I do not
Indeed.
anticipate many of your commanders will take kindly to working with us.
And I imagine some of your compatriots won't be thrilled about working with us.
Very true.
Some
There
of
is-
us have the ability to see reason.
Beyond reason, sound tactics. Had either of us attempted to face this devil alone, I doubt the results would have been, dare I say, as favorable as they are, but we are all still existing.
I got a giant sword and I burned myself again.
And depriving that devil of what is most assuredly a prized possession is both admirable and dangerous. If you have a safe place that it can be stored and not located, I recommend it make its way there post-haste.
I think we're returning to our ship. I hope they can fix this thing.
You might just have to have a big glove.
That could work.
Alright, well, if there's nothing further here with Lord Sothbagoth, he will go ahead and start making his way out by foot. He does not have access or the luxury of a plane shift like his evil, devilish counterpart here. And
Do you need a
likewise-
ride? We could probably get you a ride.
My accommodations are accounted for.
I think Gleep can do it, but he's not here right now.
Likewise, your group has a pre-assigned landing zone that once you guys reach that, go ahead and hit the beacon to return back to the ship. Sadly, it would seem not only without a friend, or missing a friend, but also with an incomplete mission objective after all this time, as many of us did suspect that our own leaders had their eyes on this energy ferry for who knows what purpose, and our group had some issues capturing its essence into the extractor. So, just what consequences and effects there will be from that, we will see 2 weeks from now as we get into the final month of the year. It's been an amazing 11 months here. Not solid straight through, but most every month we've gotten a session or two in. So much so that all of our weeknight games are on session 20, 22, etc. Friday night, likewise, on session 22, I believe. And our Sunday groups all coming up on sessions 8 and 9. So I think I counted it up. I've run 107 or 108 sessions so far this year. So a lot of fun times, a lot of campaigns starting to connect in a lot more obvious ways. Unfortunately, we do not have initiative to track this time around, so I'm going to send it back to our starting screen there. Our ending screen here. And thank you all for sticking through it here in a very, very intense trio of sessions. In and out of game, because I know last session I would definitely say was my worst session run in this entire year, just for a multitude of reasons, feeling like crap and knowing what was coming up right around the bend with what happened last week, which you all know about. But it's great to get back into it here tonight and see this reach a resolution one way or another. And like we had talked about, this definitely was an intense beatdown, but I think even more so based on the party composition that we had for the sessions that we played it. Because we didn't even have the same party composition any one session leading into the next one. I want to say the first time we fought this guy, we had Mandy Sue and Julie sat in for us because we were missing so many players.
Yeah, normally I'm not even on Wednesday. It's just like, we're missing a lot of people. Want to jump in?
Right. And now I'm gonna
sure,
get used to you being
cow
here.
Barbarian.
Yep. Now I'll be used to being here for Wednesdays again. So get used to me sending you like some messages. Are you in, dude? I thought, where are you at? And you'll be like, I'm not here for Wednesdays. Oh yeah, that's right. And thank you, Westy, for sticking it out here, especially last session when there was pretty much nothing at all going on aside from a few saving throws.
Lots of saving throws failed. I at least hit it this time, so.
Well, we gotta thank Patient for patiently waiting in hell.
Definitely. Yeah. Now we have two
Not
players.
like I have anywhere else to go.
Yeah, now we have two players with a incapacitated distinction like that. Of course, Crumb is still able to kind of make his way around of his own accord, whereas Arm Ripper Blaze on Tuesday nights is just stuck entirely inside of the Demi-Lich's gem. But having players completely taken out, and it was on more than one level with this combat, with the charms, with the dominates, with the suggestions, with the gears.
Charms are always rough. Yeah, charms are always super rough.
I seldom use them because I don't like combats to unravel that way on such a frequent occasion. I mean, my players who game with us for years, you can probably go back at least 5 years plus and struggle to remember a major combat where I use charms so predominantly. Usually I'm very much just, I'll add a few extra 100 hit points, an extra point or two armor class, and let's just fucking dish it out. And whatever status effects happen along the way just kind of happen, but I don't typically come in with a lot of stuns, paralyze, incapacitates, or dominates. This thing was a special occasion, and we will definitely find out more about that in the weeks and months to come as our campaign crosses into 2024 and some of our parties inch even closer to level 20, and then 21 and beyond, to where all of our characters will start having epic boons, and some of us who already have one will start having multiple epic boons. But that's all coming up a few months from now. In the immediate future, Friday night, it's actually 2 weeks in a row, so those of you who are in the Friday night campaign, this Friday we are playing, and then next Friday we are playing, and if everything goes just right, I think those might be the last two sessions, and then we will start putting a table together for the Dragonlance Shadow of the Dragon Queen campaign after that. It's possible a third session may be needed. It is scheduled in the Discord, so just in case, we do have a third session scheduled later in December, but otherwise, if you're in the Friday campaign, be advised this Friday and next Friday we have sessions, and possibly wrapping up that campaign after a year plus of playing it with the usual player shuffle. Thank you all so much for hanging in tonight and watching a pretty epic encounter reach its conclusion. And thank you, players, once again for kicking ass and hanging out through some rather uncomfortable moments here over the last few weeks. Finally beginning a new quest with our Wednesday crew in the next weeks to come, friends. We will catch you next time. Have a good night. Are you with us?
Amazing job. Thanks so much.
Later.
Thank you.
Thanks for running.
You know,
Oh,
Bleep may not want to use his plane shift to try to find Crumb.
Oh, the burn.
Asilitum can do it. He knows Crumb, so they've met a few times. We'll catch
But
y'all
he's
later.
not here.
Yeah.
And Bakari, he thinks he's a good guy to have in a fight, so I'm gonna use Meridian at the very least to get him back.
Love it. Yeah, we definitely gotta get Crumb back in here. He's a since day one player.
Do we really, though?
Right.
We will see, friends. Have a good one. See you later.
Yep, have a good night.
Good night.